Good morning. It's Bhikkhuni Vimala. It's Friday morning, the 29th. Yesterday I said it was the 27th, so I hope I didn't mess anyone's track of the days. It's hard enough as it is, right? So today's the 29th, and we're almost into June. Monday will be June the 1st. That's amazing, isn't it? So enjoy your beautiful day, inside or outside, and let's just have a short time together today. I've been thinking about right resolve. So when we work with the Eightfold Path, we have right view, and then we have right intention or right resolve. And I think I love that. I love thinking about right resolve because it's more than, I think it's even stronger than an intention. It's got more power behind it, even than an intention. We resolve to do something. An intention, sometimes we can think, oh, that's what I want to do. That's what I'd like to do. But when we have right resolve, we have the balanced amount of follow through involved with that intention. So that resolve has some energy behind it that I think is really important and really helps us decide what we're going to put our attention to, our energy to, and makes it easier to follow through. And in the Buddhist teachings, we talk about our right resolve is to always be renunciating things. So it doesn't mean we become a monk or a nun or a hermit out in the wilderness, but to renunciate means to let go of the things that we no longer need. And I really like to think about that in terms of attitudes or views that we hold, or attitudes we have towards people. If those things are not serving us, they're causing us pain or someone else pain. Renunciation is just being able to let it go when it no longer is meaningful, when it no longer is appropriate. So I really think that concept of letting go of things when we no longer need them, sometimes we no longer need the anger that we have, might be towards parents or old lovers or people who have done you wrong in a business deal. And there comes a time when we really can feel like any anger that's left over is just holding us down, dragging us down. So let's let those things go. So that would be when we're talking about right resolve. This is like an ongoing process. So right resolve, and then metta or loving kindness, or I really like to use the word goodwill, because the opposite is ill will. So we go about our day, every single day. Our intention or our resolve for that day is to have no ill will towards anyone. And then the third one is to be harmless, to be kind towards all living beings, and as much as possible to be harmless to animals, to people, to places, to the earth. So that can be our daily right resolve, and it's just a matter of tapping into that. So whatever we're putting our energy into for that day can hold those three things. So renunciation and goodwill and harmlessness. And that gives us a lot to go with, because even our speech, anything we say, we have to be careful. We might be saying something that we think is perfectly okay, but if we really thought about it, we would know it might be hurtful to someone. It could be inappropriate, or sometimes with right speech, I think it's important to look at things like sarcasm and the kind of wit we have, because I found a long time ago that sarcasm is usually, you should only retain that kind of humor for a small group of your good friends who appreciate it, because it's easily misunderstood, and I think sometimes it can be easily misused. So we might be trying to say something that could be very harmful to someone, but that's when we might cloak it with, well, I was just joking, I was just using sarcasm. That's usually our hidden intention might be to be unkind. So think about those things: metta, renunciation, and harmlessness. And then your day's going to be okay. And that's something you can put some energy behind. So let's sit for a bit. It's beautiful here. It's a beautiful, sunny, clear sky day. When I say clear skies, I mean they're really clear. We've all noticed that, I'm sure, how clear the skies are. Even when it's raining, when the rain stops and the clouds come out, it's a different sky than I've ever seen before. So we can appreciate some things about this pandemic. We've let the earth heal. We've given time for the earth to heal a little bit, a tiny bit, to show us. But of course, that means a lot of people have financially had great losses because of things that have shut down. But we have had an idea of how animals respond and how the sky responds and how living things on the earth respond to us slowing down, not rushing around so much, busy, and, doing everything and going everywhere. We've kind of let the earth breathe. So let's let it keep breathing, okay? So let's just sit together, find that comfortable spot. And if you're walking, that's a good time. It's a good time to do your practice. Just allow your breathing to become the object of your attention. Observing your body do what it does that keeps us alive. Feel it in your belly. Feel your shoulders drop as you relax. Be with your breath. Let everything else be on hold for right now. Just allow yourself to stay with your breath. Try not to be daydreaming or planning your day. Literally stay with your breath. Each inhale, each exhale. Use the counting. That can really help. Inhale 1, exhale 1, inhale 2, exhale 2, 3, 3, inhale 4, exhale 4, inhale 5, exhale 5. If the counting helps, start again with 1 and go up to 5 and always start again. And if you lose count of your numbers, then you know your mind is not focused on your breath. Start over. That's perfectly okay. Keep letting your thoughts go. Just watch them arise and become aware of how dependent they are on your feeding them with your attention. If we don't feed them, then they'll dissipate, they'll go on, they'll vanish, or they'll come back when you're ready to pay attention to them. This is a time to work on not thinking. We're being aware of everything coming, rising up, staying for a very brief time, and then going. We see our thoughts rise up, and we allow them to go. We breathe in, and then we breathe out. The rise and the fall. And they're both important parts of the entire process that we observe on the earth, in our body, in nature. Where is your mind right now? Bring it back to the present moment, back to your breath. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of your sense doors. Everything they pick up is how we experience the world. But we're learning how to just allow everything to be the way it is and practice not being distracted, not being bothered, not being drawn to the pleasures. If you smell something delicious, we don't have to get up and run to the kitchen right away. Just be aware it's a pleasant smell. It doesn't have to trigger distraction. If your eyes are open, you might see something really beautiful. But we're learning how to have some safeguards with those senses. And in our practice, that's what we're working with. This is your time to be with yourself, to develop your mind, to develop those qualities, that peace that you're looking for, that calm ability when we work with our mind that can allow us to go further and further So we learn to guard our senses. Always thinking about that middle path. We can see beautiful things without immediately trying to figure out how we can go and buy them and own them and keep them. So in our meditation, we can learn to be aware of everything our senses pick up. Be attentive, be aware and awake. But guarding those sense doors so we aren't moved into either aversion or such delight that we have to get up and change directions. Just be in the present moment and just be part of that moment from a calm, centered place. So when you're ready, open your eyes. Have a wonderful day and enjoy everything you see, everything you smell, everything you hear, everything you taste, everything you touch. And enjoy it. Be aware this is life. And we don't have to own everything. We don't have to chase after everything. But we can be in the midst of it and have a beautiful experience. So let that be your day today. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you.